Welcome to live Barclays Women's Super League coverage, where it's top versus bottom as Chelsea host Crystal Palace at Kings Meadow. A win would put Chelsea 6 points clear of Arsenal, whilst Palace, 7 points from safety with 4 games left, are running out of time in their survival bid. Chelsea returned from Barcelona on Sunday after a disappointing first leg in the Champions League semi-final. 4-1 loss to try and overturn this weekend at Stamford Bridge. But it's back to WSL action today, and Sonia Bonpastor has a big squad. She uses it. 7 changes this evening and no place in the squad for 2 starters on Sunday. Natalie Bjorn, who came off injured, and no Vika Kaptein either. As for Palace, well, they haven't played a competitive game since the 30th of March when they lost 4-0 to Arsenal in the WSL. A good 3 weeks off, though, was given time for injured players to get back to full fitness. Palace manager saying ahead of this, they're nearing a fully fit squad at the moment. Tonight's game is the only game in the WSL on Sunday. Liverpool home to Tottenham. Crystal Palace in action up against West Ham. Everton face Brighton, and Leicester City at home to Manchester City. Next Wednesday, Arsenal and Chelsea are both in action, of course, in the Champions League this weekend, so they can't play this weekend. They're in action on Wednesday, where Arsenal are away to Aston Villa, and Chelsea face Manchester United. A look at the Women's Super League table then. Chelsea are top, 3 points above Arsenal. But they've played a game fewer than the Gunners. Win tonight and they'll go 6 points clear. A look at the bottom of the table. Crystal Palace, well, they're 7 points from safety. Aston Villa and Leicester, the 2 nearest sides to them. But they need to start rapidly picking up points if they're to survive this season. Lots of changes then in this Chelsea side. It's a big squad full of superstars. Millie Bright remains in the squad though. She's the captain, her 200th WSL appearance today. Guru Wrighton, first start for her in a while. She's suffered with a back injury recently, but still into double figures despite missing all those games. 11 scored this season in all competitions for the Norwegian forward. And Sandy Baltimore, she scored Chelsea's only goal of the game on Sunday against Barcelona. A really fantastic finish. And might we see her playing in a more forward position this evening with Niamh Charles in the squad? Baltimore is a left back by trade prior to her Chelsea career. She's played mainly in a defensive position. She's more of a forward, really. On your screen now, a Chelsea forward and Aggie Beaver-Jones, who is the leading goal scorer for Chelsea in the Women's Super League and in all competitions as well. She will be very frustrated with the way her side lost on Sunday to Barcelona. The final 10 minutes, they really capitulated. And can Crystal Palace take heart from the fact that Chelsea might be a little bit distracted after that Sunday loss? And there's a player that knows how to score against Chelsea. Katie Stengel scored 2 goals versus Chelsea on the first day of the 2022-23 season in a 2-1 Liverpool win, both from the penalty spot. And Swaby, centre-half for Crystal Palace, signed in January from AC Milan. She'll have her work cut out this evening against those Chelsea forwards. This is Chelsea's final game of the season here at Kings Meadow. Their remaining home fixtures we played at Stamford Bridge, and they are in the FA Cup final, of course, on the 18th of May. That will be at Wembley. And And losing isn't something these Chelsea fans or players are used to. How will they react? Will they come out fighting tonight? Will that looming second leg versus Barcelona this Sunday be a distraction for the Blues? As for the visitors, no distractions. It's WSL and it's win or get relegated. Here we go then, top versus bottom in the Women's Super League. Chelsea looking to stay unbeaten in the league and consolidate their place at the top of the tree. A sixth successive title looking more and more likely. The visitors, Crystal Palace, are 7 points from safety, rock bottom of the table. The sides above them, Aston Villa and Leicester, can't quite celebrate safety just yet, but Palace in need of points. These two sides meeting in the league on the second week of the season. Chelsea won that by 7-0. A harsh welcome to the top flight of women's football for newly promoted Crystal Palace. Tonight a different proposition. Palace have a new manager, a number of key players back, and this game nestled in between Chelsea's crucial Champions League tie. These sides also met recently in the FA Cup. That was a narrow 1-0 win. So a look at the team news then. Chelsea, 7 changes from Sunday's loss to Barcelona. Only Hampton, Bright, Baltimore and Beaver Jones remain. There's a first WSL start for US international Naomi Girma. It's a 200th WSL appearance for Millie Bright, who's the captain. And a first start since early February for Guru Rightham, who's been struggling with a back injury. Two changes for the visitors. Anouk Nouwen is on loan from Chelsea, so she can't play against her parent club. That's awkward for Palace, and she's been very good at the heart of defence for them. The other change sees Abby Larkin drop to the bench for Millie Guile. She scored in her last appearance for Palace over 2 months ago. Sonia Bonpastor still unbeaten as Chelsea manager in the Women's Super League. Not the case in Europe anymore. Defeats to Manchester City in the quarter-final and Barcelona most recently. First start for Naomi Girma. Bought in January from the NWSL. Big signing, big money signing. It'll be really interesting to see how she fits in this Chelsea side. Are her and Millie Bright the preferred centre-back pairing for Chelsea that we're going to see in the next couple of years? Crystal Palace know tonight that they have to be perfect if they're to get anything. Grace Lowe, our referee for this evening. Both the captain's centre-backs. Millie Bright, such a big player for Chelsea and England. She wants a reaction from her side. Both sets of players take the knee. The message still clear, no room for racism. And Aggie Beaver Jones gets us underway then. Chelsea haven't lost this season when playing at home in any competition. and the Blues are going deep in every competition available. Crystal Palace with just one away win in the league coming into this, and in desperate need of points in their bid for survival. Oriane Jean-Francois, just a 4th WSL start for her. It's Niamh Charles finds Wrighton. Flag up against the Norwegian for offside. Just went a yard too early. On the ball again now though, Wrighton. Tries to pick out Baltimore, but Swaby clears up. Interesting to see that Sandy Baltimore's not operating off the left. Played left back for Chelsea most of the season, but so she's playing right wide forward on the ball now. And she'll let it roll out and behind for a corner. First corner of the match then for Chelsea. Katie Stengel tightly marking Millie Bright as the corner comes in. Germa can't get there, it's headed out by Sharp. Ashley Lawrence now. Charles with the flick on, Swaby there before Wrighton could latch onto it. Throw goes the way of Palace. And Guru Wrighton wins the free kick. Chelsea have really missed Wrighton recently. She's come on as a sub in the last 2 games, missing for a large chunk with that back injury. He's such a crucial player for them for the past 4 or 5 seasons. 7 goals in the Women's Super League. Katrina Macario. Oops, in a teasing delivery. Keeper came and she's off her line. And Chelsea punish Palace. Jean-Francois leant back and fires it well over, but a little bit disorganised at the back for the visitors. Yana's nowhere near the ball when she came out to punch it. Those Palace defenders doing well to bank up and protect the goal. Never scored in the Women's Super League, Oriane Jean-Francois. Has scored for Chelsea though in other competitions. Bonpastor frustrated with the decision against her side as Woodham throws the ball in for Palace. Expert challenge that from Millie Bright. Larissi was trying to get onto the ball. She's still down, the Canadian. Chelsea continue. Charles. Early stages, as you'd expect. Chelsea with all the ball. A couple of half chances, Palace perhaps yet to have a touch in the penalty area just yet. Perfectly timed challenge from Millie Bright. That's nice from Macario. Overhit to Baltimore. Such an exciting signing for Chelsea and for the Women's Super League, Naomi Girma. Saw her in the Paris Olympics this summer for the US. Did not put a foot wrong. Emma Hayes, former Chelsea manager, saying she's one of the best defenders in the women's game right now. As Charles comes forward, lays it off to Wrighton. Hooked away by Mike Carto. She's struggled for minutes this season. Niamh Charles missed the start of it with a dislocated shoulder, and since then, very much that position has been Baltimore's to lose as Wrighton gets it across, looking for Sandy Baltimore. Chance to the live, Macario shoots. And it's blocked on its way to goal. Back with Hannah Hampton, played every minute in the Women's Super League this season for Chelsea. She is their #1 goalkeeper. Will she be England's #1 goalkeeper in the summer in the Euros? It's between her and Earps as Wrighton finds a bit of space. Manages to dig the cross out, and Sandy Baltimore was winding up to hit that before Woodham got the clearance. Baltimore's cross cleared. Diagonal ball from Bright. Baltimore up against Lily Woodham. And out for a Palace throw-in. Good goalkeeping in the end from Yanis. Macario slides in Beaver Jones, who squares to Wrighton, but the flag already up against the Englishwoman. Just went a fraction too early. Swaby just jumping out just in time to trigger that offside trap. Stengel knocks it out for a Chelsea throw-in. Ashley Lawrence, unused sub in the last 2 games. Another player that played a lot of football for Chelsea last season, but has been somewhat supplanted by the signing of Lucy Bronze. She's on the bench today, Bronze. Bounces ball, finds Beaver Jones. Back to Baltimore. Volley comes in from Nusken. Smile on the face of Guru Wrighton, who wasn't quite expecting the ball to come at her that way. Hit her in the face rather than an active header. Chelsea take the corner quickly though. Ashley Veerden. Palace's top goal scorer in all competitions. Couldn't quite hold it up. It's going to be a tough job for her and the other forwards this evening. A lot of runs to be made when they won't get the ball, but keep doing them to make the space. That one time the ball does come. Stengel in field. And Hannah Hampton communicating well with Jean-Francois. She had a good game actually, Hampton, on Sunday, despite conceding 4 goals. She saved a penalty early on from Alexia Putellas. Not really too much she could do about the goals that they did concede, Chelsea. Germa to her international teammate for the US, Macario. Hampton with the diagonal, can't pick out Charles. And Veerden does well to win the throw-in off Nusken. There's that chance again where it hit Wrighton awkwardly, then Nusken did get the volley away in the end. Forward looking for the run of Stengel. Beaver Jones can't hold it up. Chelsea pressing Palace in. Woodham's ball down the line. One back by Lawrence. Jean-Francois. Infield to Nusken. Straight ball to Beaver Jones. Palace cough up possession the minute they get it back. Need Charles now. Wonderful ball laid off for Guru Wrighton. And Woodham puts it behind for a corner. A bit of a panic moment, but she was very calm. Lily Woodham looked for a moment like she was going to slot that into the back of her own net. She had to get there though. Baltimore was lurking behind her. Good defending from the Welsh international. That wasn't far off though. And swinger from Wrighton. Palace clear only so far as Jean-Francois. Millie Bright, this her 200th appearance in the Women's Super League, made her debut back in 2014 for Doncaster Rovers Bells. Sandy Baltimore now gets the ball across, and Beaver Jones made the leap, but no connection. As Woodham brings it out for Palace. Trying to slide it into Larissi. Bright is there. Both forwards in Palace's front line have scored goals against Chelsea for other clubs. Clarissa Larissi, Palace's number 21, scored versus Chelsea last season in the Champions League when she was playing for Swedish side IK Häcken. Cut out well by Nolan. Opening quarter of an hour. Sonia Bompaster's side in control. All the possession. Plenty of touches in the opposition box, but still 0-0. That's nice, and can Ashley Virden latch on to this up against Charles? Too quick was the Chelsea left back. Boo Wrighton, forced backwards. Germer into Macario again. Lawrence on the overlap. He's picked out. And she wins the corner. Lily Woodham. Another corner from Wrighton. Met at the front post by Nuskin, but couldn't get enough of a glancing header to set it goalwards. Neither side able to break the deadlock yet, but Chelsea have scored in every league game this season. 49 goals scored. That's the joint most in the division, alongside Arsenal. Good defending from Swaby just to see that out. Crystal Palace manager said ahead of this one, we know we can make it a fight, and if you make it a fight you might win. This side holding on so far, but they're not offering much going forward. Bright to Macario. And the ball around the corner from Beaver Jones. Not an accurate one. To Ashley Virden. Good hold-up play from the Dutch attacker. Chloe Arthur dispossessed. Heavy touch from Lawrence, and Woodham can win it back for Palace. Again, they give up possession straight after taking it. Baltimore running at Woodham again. Chelsea patient in their approach play. Nuskin plays it into the path of Wrighton. Shouts of handball, and the referee points to the spot. Chelsea have a penalty. Palace were defending their box really well, but now Chelsea have a chance to score from the spot. Does strike the hand of Sharp. It's not deliberate. It's unfortunate. And it takes a big deflection off her hand. No doubt in the referee's mind. Up steps Guru Wrighton, then already scored a couple of penalties this season in the league for Chelsea, including one against Arsenal. Crucial goal, the only goal of the game, which saw them get 3 points against Arsenal. And she break the deadlock here for Chelsea. Guru Wrighton from the spot, and nearly saved by Yanez. Rapid penalty. The dive was a good one, but Chelsea are in front. And it's Guru Wrighton, her 8th WSL goal of the season. A rallying moment for Chelsea. Look of relief on the face of Guru Wrighton, as it was nearly saved by Palace's goalkeeper Yanez. Perhaps not her best penalty. It was quite central, quite low. But Chelsea won't care, they're in front. All of Palace's good defending undone. Larisi chases Hampton. That Chelsea's 50th goal in the WSL this season. As Baltimore now's got loads of space to run into. Picks out Macario, who fires low into the bottom corner, and just like that, Chelsea have a 2-goal lead. Far too easy from a Palace perspective. Baltimore in acres of space. Picked out Katrina Macario. She too. No one really around her in the penalty area, and it's a clinical finish. Cannot allow a player like Macario that amount of space to pick a spot. Crystal Palace capitulate in the space of a couple of minutes, and it's Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 0. Chelsea in control now. Gurmara and Millie Bright yet to play much together this season, but yet to face any threat really this game either. First 25 minutes, and Hampton yet to make a save. The game playing out as you'd expect for one side that's top of the table and one side that's languishing at the foot. And you look at the table, then this takes Chelsea back 6 points clear of Arsenal. ahead of the final couple of games of the season. It's Chelsea's title to lose. As for Crystal Palace, they're still 7 points from safety. Nearest people above them, Villa and Leicester. Crystal Palace running out of games to pick up points. Macario has to wriggle through. In terms of the remaining fixtures for Leicester, well, they've got 3 games left after this. West Ham at home, Leicester at home, and then Man City away. West Ham and Leicester, perhaps games that they'll target to try and pick up points. City, of course, injury-depleted squad, but still a very good squad as well. Sandy Baltimore steps away from 2 Palace players. She's been a really good signing for Chelsea, joined in the summer from Paris Saint-Germain. Flag up for offside against Baltimore. Nuskin in the offside position. And to keep up to date with all of the latest news in the world of women's football, make sure you are signed up to the official newsletter, either by clicking on the link on the pinned comments or through the official Barclays Women's Super League website. Swaby gives it up. Can Baltimore get onto this? No good clearance from Nolan. Sharp fires it further downfield. Well, one back by Veerden. Wooden wriggles in between 2 blue shirts, but plays it straight into the path of Bright. Guru Wrighton now, lovely pass to find Beaver Jones, and Yanez off her line quickly. Smothers the Chelsea attack. Really nice pass that from Guru Wrighton. Another player signed from Paris Saint-Germain in the summer. On the ball now, Real Jean-Francois. Choker Nuskin. Wrighton leaves it for Charles. Sharp with the clearance. Beaver Jones. Chelsea dominating. Bright with that big diagonal switch we're so used to seeing her do. Lawrence gets the ball across, but Swaby thumps it clear. And the challenge for Crystal Palace now is 2 goals down. They need to risk a little bit more going forward, but that opens them up a little bit. And they're struggling to get on the ball for a while. Offside flag up against Niamh Charles. Good call that from the assistant referee. Chelsea's illustrious bench then, including Lucy Bronze, signed in the summer from Barcelona, played against Barcelona on Sunday, of course. Part of that Chelsea side that was on the end of that 4-1 defeat. Such a disappointing result for Chelsea. They've been so good all season. Really fantastic. They've got a big job at Stamford Bridge to try and overhaul that 4-1 loss from the first leg. Virden looking, she's got a bit of urgency, something about her. Larissi now. Stengel's in the penalty area. Larissi can't get her out, and Lawrence with the header at the back post. A better moment that for Crystal Palace. Stengel. And that's poor from Katie Stengel. Palace had won a bit of territory, got up the pitch and just cede possession that quickly. Only 80% of possession they've had. Larissi now. Big block from Chelsea. 80% possession for Chelsea. That is real dominance. Beaver-Jones now takes the ball into her path and well ushered out by Swaby. Another really good pass in behind from Wrighton. Picked on by Stengel. Guile with the block. Palace manager Leif Smurred trying to encourage his side on the sidelines. His career ahead of this mainly involved with managing the Norway national side, been interim coach of both the men's and women's setup. New Charles bombing forward. Slides it to Wrighton, dinks it across. Falls for Macario. And Nolan with the crucial intervention. Stengel finds Marcato. A little bit of a reckless challenge that. And the yellow card out as well for Marcato. Chelsea have a free kick. Take a look at that again. What's wrong with that challenge is the lifting of the studs. And she catches Aggie Beaver-Jones very high on the knee. You simply cannot challenge like that. Beaver-Jones okay to continue. Final 10 minutes of the first half. Chelsea cruising. Baltimore up against Woodham. 1-2 with Germa. Woodham's done well, followed her all the way. Woodham doing well to contain Baltimore as things stand. And the ball comes in, kisses the crossbar, and lands in the gloves of Yanez. Baltimore does so well just to get that cross in. Ashley Lawrence finds Macario in loads of space in the penalty area. Eventually pressed by Swaby. But a couple of times, including on her goal, Macario has had far too much space in the 18-yard box. Just asking for trouble. She's a top goal scorer, Katrina Macario. On the ball now. Wriggles away. Swaby with the headed clearance. It's good from Verdon. And she wins the free kick. Really good hold-up play. She's been a good outlet for Palace, Ashley Verdon. Signed in the summer from Ajax. Played every game in the Women's Super League this season for Palace. That's how crucial she is for them. You can hear Sonia Bonpastor speaking in French on the sidelines. A lot of her players, of course, speak French. Aurélien Jean-François, Baltimore. Hannah Hampton been mainly a spectator in this first half. No clean sheets for her though in the last 5 WSL games. She'll be keen to put that right tonight and keep a clean sheet. He needs to keep his sides heads up for the upcoming fixtures. Actually a licensed clinical psychologist, so he'll know all about motivation and how to encourage people.
Inside something.
Palace in possession with Katie Stengel. Into Verdon. Shakes off Nuskin. That's good though from Nuskin. Verdon back in possession. Got quick feet. Play into the path of Woodham. And that's really good from Macario, and Palace are backtracking. Guru Wrighton in acres of space. Fantastic sliding challenge. A little bit of rustiness there perhaps from Guru Wrighton. Had plenty of space. Really good sliding challenge from Nolan. Would have been through on goal. Millie Bright lays it into the path of Jean-Francois. Five minutes to go to half-time. Chelsea imperious in the Women's Super League. They've won, before this, they've won 22 of 24 WSL games against newly promoted sides. And Sharp gives away the free kick. Lawrence, Baltimore, caught by Yanez. Macario back to Germa. On to Charles, who does well to keep it in. Up against Sharp. Finds Wrighton. Chelsea slick in possession. As Germa finds Lawrence. Free kick. Chelsea, Guile with an illegal challenge on Lawrence. Doesn't manage to get the ball. It was going to be a free kick. Lauren James watching on. Injured at the moment. Such a shame for Chelsea. Wasn't able to play in that semi-final against Barcelona. Bjorn and Buchanan also both injured. Ball put back in. Palace struggling to clear their lines. Germa! Ricochets off and out behind for a corner. Naomi Germa. And that would have been her first goal for Chelsea. Smile on the defender's face. Doesn't usually find herself in the penalty area. Wasn't a bad strike. As the ball pinballed around the 18-yard box. That looked very much like it was heading for the bottom right corner. Chelsea's sixth corner of the game as the ball is swung in. Yanez with the punch. Bright recycles possession. Very pleasant afternoon / evening so far for these Chelsea fans watching on. Their side untroubled by bottom of the table Palace as the ball's played forward for Larissi. Hampton comes out and then shows a little bit too much of it to Larissi. Palace will try and take it quickly, but Hampton scurries back to her penalty box. 1 minute of injury time on the end of the first 45. Time perhaps for a Palace attack. Woodham. Drops it off to Noland. Lots of yellow shirts in around the penalty area. Ball hit towards Stengel, wonderful touch. Shot blocked by Jean-Francois. It's given up though by Brighton. Stengel's still down on the edge of the box. She wanted a free kick then. She actually looks to be in quite a bit of pain, and Palace will put the ball out of play. This doesn't look good for Crystal Palace. Let's see it again on the replay. Went to take the shot and she was caught by Jean-Francois quite high up on the ankle. Looks like she's got shin pads on the smaller side and just struck just beneath them. Good turn and initially away from Millie Bright, but Jean-Francois in her way. And she looks to be quite a lot of discomfort actually. Surprised if we see her for the second half. This her second spell in the Women's Super League. Katie Stengel played for Liverpool. Scored 9 goals for them, in fact, in the 2022-23 season. He's got options, attacking options on the bench. Annabelle Blanchard, Lise Hughes. Should Katie Stengel be unable to continue, which is looking quite likely. And actually, you can see a little bit of blood in her socks where she was caught. Nervous moments for the Crystal Palace manager. Katie Stengel making her way off then. We've got mere seconds to go at the end of this first half. Suspect once the ball's thrown back in, it will be blown for half-time. Millie Bright returns the ball to Palace. And there is the half-time whistle then. League leaders Chelsea cruising as things stand. They took the lead on the 22nd minute through a Guru Wrighton penalty spot after Molly May Sharp handled the ball in the box. Not long after that, Katrina Macario extended Chelsea's lead. A really nice finish in the 18-yard box. Chelsea dominant. Crystal Palace didn't really muster much at all going forward. Hannah Hampton, more of a spectator. Work to do for Leif Smured's side in the second half. They're staring down the barrel of relegation. They're in desperate need of points. Sonia Bonpastor's side going back 6 points clear at the top of the Women's Super League as things stand. Half-time here at Kingsmeadow. Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 0. Chelsea leading by 2-0. The second half's about to get underway. 2 Chelsea changes in the offing as well. Lucy Bronze and Mia Fischel are coming on. Mia Fischel still getting back to her best after suffering a serious knee injury last season. Bronze was on for Naomi Girma. American signing in January, got her first league start today, but off now for Lucy Bronze, the experienced Lucy Bronze, 5th most capped woman for England. So might we see her slot in at centre half, and Beaver Jones, the player off for Fischel. And it looks like Bronze has dropped in at centre half and has the defending to do right away. Maikato. Sharp. And that might have been more touches for Crystal Palace in the Chelsea penalty area than they had in all of the first half. A better start from the side, bottom of the Women's Super League table. Good to see Mia Fischel back. The best moment there for Lucy Bronze up against Larissi. She's not a centre back by trade, Bronze, but Chelsea short of centre halves with Natalie Bjorn getting injured on Sunday against Barcelona, and Kadisha Buchanan out with an ACL injury. That was a real blow at the start of the season. Probably also a big reason why Chelsea signed and spent all that money on Naomi Girma in the January transfer market. First touches for Fischel. She's robbed of the ball. And that's on a great pass back, and Shoka Nuskin now driving through on goal. Swaby back. Free kick right on the edge of the penalty box, and it's a red card. Wow. A positive start to this second half for Palace has just come crumbling down. Captain, centre-back Swaby sent off. It was a poor touch back. Nuskin. I said there's not that much in that. I think Swaby would say it's shoulder to shoulder. She is coming from behind her. There is a little push. And that a real blow for Palace, not just tonight, but going forward as well. She'll be suspended for crucial games, and she's a key player for them. Well, Crystal Palace has even just got a lot harder. Katrina Macario and Baltimore. It is Macario, takes a big deflection and nestles into the back of the net. Chelsea have a third. And surely all 3 points are Chelsea's now. No way back for Crystal Palace. A brace for Katrina Macario. Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace 0. Off Lily Woodham. Looked like Yanis might have had it covered as well. You do feel a little bit for Crystal Palace. They're the underdog coming into this, and they've been a bit unfortunate with some of the incidents in this game. It's a kind of game where you need everything to go your way, and you need to perform perfectly if you're going to get anything, and that's not been the case for Crystal Palace, and now they've got a player down. This, though, proving to be the perfect game for Chelsea to have in between this Champions League double-legged time with Barcelona. Enough of a run around to stay match fit, but now they're playing against 10 players. It's going to be a little easier. That's why they're playing against 10 players. Swaby with the challenge, red card given by our referee. Chelsea fans singing that they're top of the league. Changes them for Crystal Palace. On comes Josie Green. Green on for Guile. Straight into the action, Green clearing it out of play. Micah, 2 minutes. Baltimore, back to Lawrence. Bright swings it out to Cuthbert. Charles even. Stengel wins it. Through to Larissi. Slide-in challenge from Bright. Did she get the ball there? Let's see on the replay. Brighton loses out to Sharp and gets the free kick. Frustration bubbling over in these Crystal Palace players. Sharp, the player that gave away the penalty in the first half. It was a high aerial challenge on Brighton. That's always going to be a free kick. Lawrence keeps it in. Crystal Palace just can't get out of their own defensive third. It's going to be a problem for them. And that third Chelsea goal now means that Crystal Palace have conceded 50 goals in the Women's Super League. That is by far the worst defence in the division. Also means they've conceded 10 goals in the last 3 WSL games. And if you concede that number of goals, you just can't hope to stay up. Micah Hamano warming up for Chelsea. She'll be coming on shortly. Virden battling for it. Bronze lets it bounce, but finds her England teammate Hampton. Official finds Wrighton. Ball across. Official with the effort. Deflection. Took it wider, but took the sting out of it. Comfortable save for Yanez. Johanna Rytting-Kaneryd also readying to come on. Such a talented Chelsea bench. Baltimore. Chalk on her boots. Can't quite keep it over the white line.
It's not good enough. Let's go.
Wow, and that's the expectation Sonia Bompastor has of her side. They're winning 3-0 and she's shouting it's not good enough. Guru Raiten then coming off for Maika Hamano. Japanese international. Scored in her last WSL start, unused sub though in the last 2 games. And Rytting-Kaneryd also on. Straight into the action, she's played through on goal! Jana saves with a leg. And Vida now tries to drive her side forward. Still going, but didn't pick out Larissi, who just bounces off the body of Millie Bright. Rytting-Kaneryd nearly scoring with what would have been the first touch since coming on. She's actually not scored in the Women's Super League since early December. She came on for Sandy Bolton, which is coming forward again. Kaneryd lifted that well over the bar. She's got 4 goals in the Women's Super League this season. She had a great start to the season, scoring 3 and assisting 4 in the opening 6 games. Her output hasn't been as good since, though. As I said, not scored a goal in the league this calendar year. Coming close here, though, and she might fancy getting a goal now against 10-player Crystal Palace. Maikato pressuring Jean-Francois up to Fischel. Good hold-up play. Tried to allow Hamano to run onto it. Wasn't able to do so. Crystal Palace players readying to come on. And coming into this, Palace weren't great in terms of away from, just 1 away win all season as Johanna Rytting-Kaneryd gets the ball across. Fischel with the flick on, out for a corner. Real pace, Rytting-Kaneryd. Fischel coming close. Signed in January of last season with Sam Kerr out injured with that serious knee injury, the ACL tear, and the official then did the exact same injury. Ashley Virden then coming off. Larissi as well. Katie Stengel also making her way to the bench. In from Macario, punched by Yanes. Romano switches it out to Macario. Around the corner for Charles, and the ball across blocked. Confirmation of those changes are there then for you. Elise Hughes and Ria Oling on. Abby Larkin also coming on. As Chelsea have another corner. That post this time. Who did that come off? Goal kick, says the referee. 30 minutes yet to play though, and Crystal Palace trailing by 3-0 and playing with 10 players. A lot of these Chelsea players will fancy getting on the score sheet tonight. Sharp to take the throw in. Flicked on by Hughes. Will come straight back at Palace. Official wriggling past 2 yellow shirts. Macario through the legs of Sharp, who fouls there, and she's already got a yellow card, I believe. Needs to be careful. The last thing Palace need is to go down to 9 players. Macario delivers yet another set piece. Mia Official with the header. Saved by Yanis and then cleared. Chelsea want that 4th. And they've got a corner. Good header that from Official. Off the post, in fact, not a save. In comes the corner, Lucy Bronze with the header. Flicked on by Mia Official. Chelsea have their 4th. And Official has her first goal since returning from that serious knee injury. Smiles from the Chelsea fans and big celebrations from the Chelsea players. Big moment for her. She's looked bright since coming on. Had a couple of chances, just went close, and lapping up the applause from the crowd. Lucy Bronze with the good initial header towards goal. Official just getting enough on it, because Yanez probably would have had that covered. Just diverted it last minute. And Chelsea fans singing "We want 5." Well, they beat Crystal Palace by 7-0 at the start of the season. And the way things are going, and with Palace only playing with 10 players, you wouldn't bet against a similar scoreline this evening. Johanna Rytting-Kaneryd. Hughes with the sliding block. Given away too easily by substitute Oling. Back on the ball now, though. It's a good forward ball, actually, for Maikato. Trying to cut it back into the path of Sharp behind the Palace player, though. And Chelsea have been really good today. Woodham finds Hughes. Rytting-Kaneryd back defending. Chelsea taking out all their frustrations from that 4-1 loss to Barcelona on the weekend tonight here against Palace. This wouldn't have been a game that Crystal Palace would have expected to, or targeted to pick up points, but even so, they are running out of games in which they can catch up with the sides above them. Just 3 games remaining after this. And they're 7 points from safety, so they'll need to win at least 2 of those and get a draw or a win as Johanna Rytting-Kaneryd comes forward, cuts it back across. And substitute Oling will play it forward to Hughes. Palace's number 9. Holds it up well, keeps it in play. She was Crystal Palace's top goal scorer in the Championship last season, won the Golden Boot, suffered a serious knee injury again. So many of them in the women's game, suffered that in April, and still coming back as Rytting-Kaneryd tries to manoeuvre through the Palace defenders. Green coming away with it. Millie Bright with one of those Millie Bright classics, the big sliding challenges. And to keep up to date with all the latest news in the world of women's football, do make sure you sign up to the official newsletter, either by clicking the link on the pinned comments or through the official Barclays Women's Super League website. Millie Bright then, coming off. They won't want to overwork her ahead of that Champions League second leg against Barcelona on Sunday at Stamford Bridge. Melis Mpome coming on to replace her. Just her 4th Women's Super League appearance, signed in the summer. Sonia Bonpastor relentless in what she wants from her Chelsea side. Hughes gets there ahead of Jean-Francois, but can't knock it on to a teammate. Palace playing with 10 players, remember. Swaby sent off right at the start of the second half. Scrappy passage of play, but Chelsea back in control with Hampton. Rytting-Kaneryd driving in field, trying to space it with a shot. Blocked from Sharp. Rytting-Kaneryd playing very direct. She wants to get a goal. Been a while in the WSL. Another Chelsea corner, then they've had so many this game. Scored from one of them, the official with the flick on, and they repeat that now. Macario outswinger to Ritin Carnarid. Lays it off to Jean-Francois. Hamano dinks it in, doesn't beat Hughes. Bronze now from range, struck that sweetly. At a yard wide. Fancied going for goal herself, why not? Look at the shots then for both sides, and Crystal Palace have not laid a glove on Chelsea. Chelsea peppering that Palace goal. This game illustrative of why these teams are where they are in the league table. Macario has been magnificent. It's not a great ball from Hamano. Bronze into Fischl. Nusken. Spread wide to Charles. Good defending from Olin. Always difficult for the newly promoted side coming into the WSL against teams with much bigger budgets. They did spend, though, in January, brought in quite a few players, Palace. Clarissa Larissi, Ria Oleng, Swaby, Lily Woodham, brought in Anouk Nowen from Chelsea on loan. She can't play today, of course, against her parent club. Not mathematically down yet. Here's a look then at the top of the table. Chelsea going back 6 points clear of Arsenal with 3 games remaining. Chelsea, of course, you still have to play Manchester United. That's probably the toughest of their remaining fixtures. Goal difference as well, now level with Arsenal. Of course, Chelsea won the league last season on goal difference. We know how important that can be. Palace string together a couple of passes, a rare sight this game. It's up to Hughes. Palace give the ball back to Chelsea, though. And here's the bottom of the table then. Crystal Palace not mathematically relegated, but their days are looking numbered. 7 points off safety with 3 games remaining. They will need to pick up points in all those remaining games and hope the sides above them do not. Lily Woodham. Bronze with the header. Ritin Carnarid with the quick feet. Still over a quarter of an hour to play. Lucy Bronze. Nusken trying to pick out Ritin Carnarid. It was a good run. It's good from Hughes to pick out Sharp. Chelsea just outnumbering Crystal Palace though. Rittinkana tries to pick out Fischl. A yard or two too far in front of the USA forward. Hamano. This time Rittinkana had the player making the run. And Chelsea may be facing a very tough task to get back into that second leg against Barcelona. 4-0 down after the first leg, but they look pretty unstoppable in the league. Heading for what would be a 6th successive WSL title. Talent on the bench and a bit of ice on Millie Bright's knee. That's not what Chelsea fans will want to see ahead of them playing Barcelona on Sunday. Cut on her nose as well, though. I doubt that will keep a warrior like Millie Bright from playing. Really not a good sight. It's just precautionary. Not a good sight for England fans either ahead of the Euros this summer. Josie Green. She'll be playing with Wales in the Euros this summer, Green. In England's group, of course. Hamano touches it forward. Woodham following her all the way. She's been pretty solid at left back for Palace this evening, Lily Woodham. Although did play a part in one of the Chelsea goals. Free kick catching her. Macario tries to squeeze it in that near post. Catch Yanez out, but strong hand from the goalkeeper. Nearly caught the goalkeeper out though with the effort. In fact, it took a deflection. That's why it nearly slid through. In comes the corner, flicked on into traffic. And Pomme with the effort. It's blocked too. Feels like there might be more goals in this for Chelsea. Sonia Bonpastor, Chelsea manager, her first season in charge after Emma Hayes left. It's been going pretty well so far, but with the exception of that loss to Barcelona at the weekend. The Champions League, of course, the one trophy Chelsea have never won. One trophy that Emma Hayes could never quite get her hands on. Barcelona, so often the opponent that dunked them out of the Champions League, and it looks like again this season that will be the case. Barcelona very much Chelsea's bogey team, although they're very much everyone's bogey team because they're just very good. Won the last 2 Champions Leagues. Spanish giants. Ashley Lawrence, infield to Macario. Lovely touch and turn. The official though, with the overhit initial touch. Jean-Francois back to Bronze as we enter the final 10 minutes of this game. Crystal Palace will be keen to just get out of here, you'd suspect. Nothing in this game for them. At least they've not got too far to travel home. Rissing Carnarid lays it off for Charles. Chelsea opt to play it safe, keep the ball. Rissing Carnarid around the corner for Nuskin. Green with the good strong clearance off the German international. An encouraging win then for Chelsea. Looks like this is going to be, by their standards, they've been a bit off it of late. As I keep mentioning, they lost on the weekend to Barcelona. Before that, beat Liverpool 2-1 in the FA Cup semi-final. Needed a last gasp winner though, and a last WSL game they drew that 2-2 with West Ham, giving up a 2-goal lead. They're looking dead set for 3 points tonight though. Palace on the attack. Sharp. Cross steps Lucy Bronze. Rissing Carnarid. Nice 1-2 with Nuskin. Goes for goal. And then you find the side netting. Playing with a real intensity, a real desire to score, Rissing Carnarid this evening. Not quite happened for her so far. Chelsea continuing their run then of scoring in every game, in every competition so far this season, with that exception, of course, the 2-0 loss to Man City in the quarterfinals. Beyond that, though, they've always managed to find the net. There's Annabelle Blanchard. Comes on for Maikato. Not started the last 3 games. Blanchard a sub again this evening. Niamh Charles finds Rissing Carnarid, lays it off to Nuskin. Her ball across, out by Green. Macario's ball delivered. And Rissing Carnarid with yet another chance. And another effort off target. Unmarked at the back post. Poor from a Palace point of view. Although they are playing with a player less. Can she get on the score sheet in the final 5 minutes? Breaks kindly for Palace. And the free kick goes their way. Hermano it was with the foot in. In from Lily Woodham. And Charles will clear. In play by the corner flag. And Charles gets Chelsea out of trouble. A lot of Palace players forward now, desperately backtracking. Good work from Woodham. Delaying that Chelsea attack. It'll just be a delay though, Chelsea will come forward. It's official. Shoots from range. And Woodham will carry it clear for Palace. Good work to escape Hermano. And she gets the free kick. Well, brought down by Blanchard, but and couldn't keep the ball. A heavy scoreline as things stand, but not as bad as the first time Palace played Chelsea when they lost 7-0. Hermano. Macario surely fouling Blanchard there. We play on. Back on the ball, Annabelle Blanchard. Gets it stuck under her feet, finds Woodham. Woodham coming forward. It's a good pass, and then Hughes was trying to run onto it. The ball not in the direction she wanted. Into the final minute then of the 90. Niamh Charles still going, skips past the challenge. And she pick out a blue shirt in the box. Yes, she can. Hermano's effort. Not enough power to make its way past Yanez. Just hitting it into the ground as it span towards the goalkeeper. A morale-boosting win then for Sonia Bonpastor's side ahead of that second leg against Barcelona. Bronze's ball intercepted, 4 minutes. Injury time at the end of the 90 then. Crystal Palace will just want to get out of here at this stage. Lucy Bronze with the ball into the box. Yanez collects. This will be 3 losses in a row for Palace. His side did beat Aston Villa recently, but haven't been able to back up that result with anything much since. Chelsea pushing for a 5th, Crystal Palace hanging on as things stand. Official into the path of Hermano. Slowly rolling through the turf, bit of overwatering in that patch on the edge of the box perhaps. Heavy rain before the game today. Perhaps checking the men's score. Crystal Palace men in action in the Premier League against Arsenal today as well. Hermano takes it brilliantly on the half turn and feeds Lawrence. Cross blocked and deflected and pumped out of play by Noland. Bronze into Ritinkana, but Green is there. She's done well since coming on, Josie Green. Came on after that red card. Experienced WSL player, had 4 seasons. 2 with Leicester, 2 with Spurs. That experience coming in handy tonight. Shoka Nuskin now. Trying to find Official. Palace messing around with it at the edge of their box. Falls to Macario. Into the path of Hermano. The Official now. Her thoughts will turn now to that second leg at Stamford Bridge this Sunday. Full time, Chelsea win by a big scoreline against bottom of the table Crystal Palace. Chelsea edging towards another WSL title. Guru Wrighton put them in front from the penalty spot. Macario grabbed 2. The Official also got a goal for Chelsea. Chelsea's night was made easier when Swaby was sent off on the 47th minute just after the break. Taking down Shoka Nuskin when she was through on goal. Straight red card. Crystal Palace teetering on the edge of relegation. 3 games remaining. Chelsea look like they will be defending and winning their crown again this season. Palace looking destined to be playing Championship football next year. Full-time score then, Chelsea 4, Crystal Palace 0. Chelsea and Palace's game in hand then. And the league leaders Chelsea looked right at it from the get-go. Jean-Francois with an effort just over the crossbar in the early stages. And Crystal Palace had lots of defending to do. Lots of defending in their box, and Molly May Sharp was judged to have handled the ball across from Guru Wrighton, the referee, in no doubt when she pointed to the penalty spot for handball. Up stepped Chelsea's penalty taker Guru Wrighton, who managed to find the net despite the efforts of Yanez and the Crystal Palace goal. And just a couple of minutes later, Chelsea extended their lead. Katrina Macario afforded far too much space in the box. Fantastic finish from her. Chelsea kept at it in the first half as well. Sunday Baltimore, an ever-present threat, her cross kissing the crossbar. Wasn't just Chelsea attackers who had opportunities as well. Good chance fell to defender Naomi Girma. Her shot blocked just wide of that left post. Into the second half, Palace started quite positively, but poor back pass put them under trouble. And with Nuskin through on goal, Swaby took a risk and got the maximum punishment. Palace's captain with the red card. And from the resulting free kick, it was double punishment. Katrina Macario with the shot, taking a big deflection off Lily Woodham. And Palace were down by 3-0. After that, it became rather uncompetitive. Ristin Carnarid coming on as a substitute, almost immediately scoring Yanez with the save. Mia Official also came on as a substitute, and she struck the post with her header. And a minute later, Mia Official got her goal, flicking on Lucy Bronze's header. First goal since returning from her serious knee injury. Chelsea 4, Crystal Palace 0. match stats then show Chelsea's dominance. No shots at all, not even on off target for Crystal Palace. 29 shots for Chelsea, and they dominated the ball as well, 70% possession, 12 corners to Palace's 0. Really good game for Katrina Macario. Not only did she get 2 goals, she really pulled the strings for Chelsea. Lots of touches and passes in and around the opposition box. Upcoming fixtures then on Sunday. Liverpool, Tottenham. Palace in action against West Ham. They need to get points there. Everton, Brighton. Leicester, Manchester City. Arsenal and Chelsea are in action this weekend in the Champions League, so their WSL ties were rearranged for next Wednesday. Arsenal away to Villa, Chelsea, Man United. A look at the table then. Chelsea back 6 points clear of Arsenal with 3 games remaining. As for bottom of the table, Crystal Palace, well, they're teetering on the edge of relegation. 7 points off the nearest challenger. And with only 3 games remaining, they need to win points and hope those above them do not win points. That's it from our coverage tonight. Goodbye.